Well, thanks so much for joining me. You're actually going to see videos wildly out of order for the next few videos. And that is because I did a storyline where we did the prologue quest that was introduced on April 10th. That's going to be a prologue for new content that is coming out in June. And I started to edit that, but then I realized that there's some impactful characters that have things that happen that won't mean the same because we haven't done the Fighters Guild lineup on this character and you guys haven't seen it. So I'm going to go work on the Fighters Guild storyline, which hadn't been my plan. And I may be wrong. I may get to working on it and think, oh, well, that doesn't play a part in anything. But we're gonna go see. We're gonna go see. And I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm also going to want to possibly do the Mages Guild as well. But I don't know if I'm going to have time before the new content comes out, but we will see. Gallus, I don't want that one. We're looking for Seeing All Colors. Is she upstairs? There she is.
This one greets your return, comrade.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Aleph is well, moons be bright for asking. She worries about the time and money spent on this quest. We destroy anchors, slaughter Daedra, but what is accomplished?
Did you learn anything from Dosha's journal?
Ask our dear guildmaster, comrade. She spent many favors and much coin having it translated, and refuses to share the results with Aleph. If Aleph cannot be trusted, who can?
We had started this, the Fighters Guild quest on accident, and then I backed away from it because I really did want to do all of Caldwell's quests, but I run into needing to do this, so we're gonna do it.
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? When we found her encoded journal?
Yes, it's been translated?
Yes. We called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master, Dosha was after something hidden in a dwarven ruin, a place known as Mazenelt.
What was she looking for?
We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mazenelt is far from here, but I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamriel. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown?
Sure, let's do it.
I will open the portal. Takes just a moment.
Okie dokie.
Here we go. Dosha was no scholar. She did nothing idly. The river has brought us here for a reason.
What are we looking for?
A treasure of some kind. A potent weapon or an epic spell. Dosha respected only one thing. Power. Whatever it is, we must get it away from here.
Why the urgency?
Dosha knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is, others will come. And it must have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus. If Molag Bal plans to unleash that weapon again, we must stop it.
Could you remind me about Dosha? Yes, please.
Dosha kidnapped our comrade, Merrick. She intended to harvest his soul for Molag Bal, in service to a plan involving this Mortum Vivicus. And then, of course, you came to his rescue, slew her and stole her journal, which is what led us here.
That's right. I remember. I hope you do too. that was a long time ago.
What in Nern?
The undead are close behind us. We must hide the remains of the weapon. Now!
The automatons are still active. We'll die down here.
We will see this done, or Molag Bal's hunters will chew on our bones.
Kurano is right. With any luck, the constructs will hold back the dead. Let's move.
I still think this plan is madness.
Those were ancient ones. Aliens in a Dwemer ruin. What went on here?
I don't know, but I guess let's go find out. I was saying if there was any treasures.
blades ready, comrade. These constructs know no mercy.
Alright, I just realized that chatter was up. These are a tad bit more difficult. Straight ahead, straight ahead. But we can't ever just go in the direction we need to go. We gotta look at other stuff. Really impossible to tell what those posters say. I mean, we can kinda see. Okay, well, go through that door.
Damn it. Corino is dead. The weapon will be lost forever.
No, there's still hope. Osterrand will have to do it.
Oblivion, take you. I can't.
We can still succeed. But you'll have to enact the sacrifice, my friend.
Without a soul in the crystal, there will be no way to repair the weapon. It must be done, Osterrand.
A sacrifice? What did they come here to do?
Molag Bal's ravenous hordes claw at the gates to Deladil. The wave of undeath comes from the city of Abergarlis, as always, and Meridia has shown us a dire warning. Their king has begun plans for a magical rite, a ritual with the focus of power that will drain all the life from our home. Without some kind of dramatic act, Deladil will be lost. King Senedelin himself has asked me to form a plan. We have the power, the magicka, and the skill. We must be able to stop these inhumane monsters. The plan has begun. We forged a weapon. It took much sacrifice, but the weapon will stop the ritual. And this mortuum vivicis we've learned about. Our group has been tasked with entering the hated city of Abergarlis and ending the threat. Meanwhile, King Senedelin will ride against the Dark City's walls. With his full host and the might of Meridia behind him, we can win the day. It is done. King Anemaril's entire family is put to the sword, and Abergarlis itself destroyed by the righteous lightning of Meridia. The ritual stopped, but we cannot go home. The weapon was ruined in the attempt. We salvage the prismatic core at its heart and carry with us the plans to construct the weapon anew. We are hunted by beasts of Molag Bal. We must get the crystal to safety, but we dare not lead these creatures home. Almost a week, and all the while hunted by death. We dare not return to Deladil now. The beasts will destroy our home and take the crystal. Instead, we've determined we must try to hide the core and tome of instructions. A dwarven ruin called Mezanilt is close by. It should suffice as a final resting place for those precious relics. I just pray Valasha is ready for what must be done.
Time for tea then.
The skill it took to craft these constructs. Amazing.
Nothing hidden back there? Nope. Alright.
Just think what this place must have looked like in the time of the Dwemer.
I owe everything to Indar. He saved me from the dark manipulations of Abergarlis king, showed me the light of Meridia. To think I would let him attempt this mission without me at his side. I don't know the details, but I know where we're going, and anything that puts a shiv in Molag Bal's eye will make me rest easier. We barely escaped Abergarlis. The fighting was intense, and I still can't believe what happened. Since making our escape, vampire assassins and ghoulish huntsmen have dogged our every step. Correno says we're heading to Mesneltit? I don't know. I'm not sure how a dwarven city figures into the plan, but I'm not here to think. Our goal is to safeguard that crystal they took from the weapon in some book. We've been searching the mountains for weeks now, traveling far into the eastern peaks. Insane, Mur. I worry Endar has lost his mind, but then again, there's a lot I don't understand about this trip. At least I'm still alive.
Barely survived the last wave. Valasha's injured. We'll never hold against the dead and the constructs.
Osterond is right. You need time. I'll lead the dead away, down another branch in the tunnels.
Lanath, don't. You'll never survive the swarm.
If my death buys you the time it needs. For Deladil and Meridia!
Brave.
Giving yourself willingly to the river's current. Noble.
Let's see. Okay, we can just continue on.
More wonders. And a split in the path. Which way shall we go, comrade?
It doesn't matter.
Amazing these halls remain intact. A moment. This may be crucial.
My love, Osterond, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. I'm dying.
I can't. Don't die on me, Valasha. I can't do this.
You must, my love. Or Molag Bal has won.
It's what she wants, Osterand. This is why we came here. Do it!
Bound your soul into the crystal.
Goodbye, my love. My Valasha.
Valasha's journal remains. Perhaps it will shed more light on what's going on here.
I still can't believe we're alive. I've never seen a city like this. The horrors I witnessed that are etched into my dreams. We do live, though. I have my Osteran, and we have the crystal. That's all that matters. Since entering the Dwarven city, Corrano has grown quiet. Today, I learned why. She took me aside to talk. She believes someone must be sacrificed to the crystal before we hide it. Several powerful priestesses gave their lives to see it forged in the first place, she said. And it makes sense. Molag Bal revels in undeath and destruction. A life given willingly and bound by the would be the anthem to that fiend. Corano asked me if I'm willing to make the sacrifice when the time comes. I am, but I am very afraid. Ostran and I were betrothed just weeks ago. He was furious when I told him of Corano's request, and I was afraid. And so I prayed. I spoke with Meridia for hours. I knew before I knelt that it would be my duty to accept the burden. But duty, honor, they're just words. Compared to the feel of Ostran's hand on my cheek, how could I willingly agree? In the end, it was for Ostran that I agreed. With my death, I can ensure the future of our world. Nurn will have need of the weapon again, and my light will last forever bound to the crystal's heart. How could any priestess of the sunburst turn that down? Aww.
Another journal? Amazing it's still preserved. May I see it?
Here you go.
The water begins to clear. 2 cities, 1 warship's Meridia. The other, Molag Bal. Abagarlis, the city of the dead, creates a relic to strike at the Meridians. Deladil, city of light, creates their own weapon, forged around a heart of crystal.
The Iliads here from the Meridian city, right?
Just so. These ancient ones steal into the heart of the enemy with this crystal weapon. They stop the ritual, and their king ends the dark rule of Abagarlis. But they are hunted, so they try to find a haven, a place to hide the crystal.
So they came here.
You have the right of it. They sought to hide their prize, but the priestess of Meridia first gave her life. She relit the crystal heart so that the weapon could one day be forged anew.
So the crystal is here.
Yes, comrade. The journals also speak of a tome, instructions for creating the weapon. The crystal heart of the weapon and the means to construct it lie here somewhere in these ruins.
Well, I guess we better find them.
Nora's mini tentacle.
Still more active constructs.
I'm with you, cohort.
Thanks, Sanders. I appreciate it.
I can't hold them. You have to go.
I'm not leaving you.
We died when we agreed to this quest. We just kept walking a while. Hide the crystal. Hide the tome. Go!
Such bravery in the face of certain death.
Is there a dead body back there? No. It's just the 2 of us now. We've been down here in the dark for so long. I don't know what day it is. Ostran is quiet, even as the sound gets closer. He misses Valasha a great deal. I can see it on his face. We're trapped, as far as we can tell. The doors forward refuse to open, no matter how we tug on them. I think we may have it. It is taking us days to figure it out, but the guardian constructs in this room contain strange red crystals that grow from within. They look like they'll fit into the sockets near the doors. With a little more time, I believe we can find a way through. The constructs, they've broken through. I think this will be the end. Goodbye, Lanessa. Wherever you are, I loved you. No, with my last words, I loved you. Oh, I see, by the doors. We had a similar puzzle to this before. I think I was supposed to line them up, but that might not. It might just be a simple put it in the crystal stand. Right. That is my dog making noises. I got a new dog. It was part of the really inexpensive with the ESO Plus, so I picked him up. But he's a very growly little thing. Okay, it's just another way to get around. So we're going this way.
The dead Centurion. A fitting resting place for my Valasha. Now just have to hide the tome. What? No!
The crystal is in that steam Centurion. We must destroy it!
Boss fight! Boss fight! If you're wondering why I'm opening them so fast, and if you haven't heard me talk about it before, if it's a new book that I haven't read, the game makes a note of it. Lets me know I haven't read it before. But I've read all of these. Okay. Osteran's diary. Everything I did, everything I had to do at Aberglass, I never forget the sight of the place. The feeling that washed across me, the sight, haunts me. The hunters hound our every step. They smell it on me, I know it. They know I was there. They can smell the blood of that dark family on my armor. I can hear them in the night. I pray to the sunburst that we will soon find shelter. This ruin is as good a place as any. If we find a safe place to hide the crystal, perhaps the construct will allow us to escape the dead. Valasha told me she plans to sacrifice herself for some ludicrous plan, some fantasy that Carano has filled her head with. The crystal is lost, its power is gone. I argued with Carano for hours. Now Valasha won't even speak to me. Valasha finally broke the silence. She's adamant that this must happen. I understand her duties as the priestess of Meridia, but I never believed they lead her to self-sacrifice. Her beliefs come first, and I can't fault her for that. I just wish our story wasn't going to end this way. Aww.
I'm dry with that.
Back myself up.
Well done. Now to leave this place.
In a minute. Alright. I can see this poor body right there.
We've succeeded where that withered root dosha failed, comrade. Here, I will open a portal for us to return.
Yes, Guildmaster.
Take the crystal and the tome. Give them to Merrick, and he can begin learning what it will take to forge the weapon.
Where are you going, Guildmaster?
I have something I must attend to, comrade. The knowledge we have gained here has flooded my mind. I must mind the river's course. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
Alright, see you then.
Wait for her to leave. I must speak with you.
I'll see you down the river, comrade.
Okay.
Please, speak with me. I have only a moment to talk.
Why do you keep appearing to me?
You're in danger. Danger I can't fully comprehend. Not even in death.
What kind of danger? Why can't we talk about this danger?
Someone close to you has plans. Plans for both of us. Plans to betray you. I am anchored. Contained. Pulled away. Beware, comrade.
Okay, I will. There you are, Merrick.
Welcome back from the depths, comrade. Guildmaster Sees All Colors told me you'd have something for me.
Yes, we found this tome and crystal.
Thank you. I'll begin my research straight away. You'll be the first we contact once I know the details. In the meantime, Sees All Colors sends her regrets she couldn't stay. She said she had an urgent matter to attend to.
Okay. Now, do I want to continue on?
The guild message for you, comrade.
Oh.
Comrade, I must speak with you about an urgent matter.
Sure, what is it?
Sees All Colors requests you make your way to her as soon as possible. She said she hopes to make use of your prize. She said you'd understand what that meant.
Thank you. Where can I find her?
She and Aelif await you at the hall in Stormhold. Go well on your path.
Okay, what's the word around the guild?
Not much you don't already know. Every blade's been turned toward the Daedra. Heard a big crew took down an anchor somewhere in Cyrodiil last week. Messy business. Landed right on top of a skirmish between the Pact and the Dominion.
I was very confused on,
Can you believe we have to register to enter the city?
Yes.
I heard the Morrowind have spies in the city. Maybe that's what all the
Walking
fuss
away
is
from
about.
that, so maybe we don't have to hear it. Okay, so I was very confused on the order of when to do this. According to Reddit and Google, the best time to do this was at least after I finished all of Caldwell's quests. But the prologue quests that are kicking off with the new content isn't going to let me. So I'm just going to do it, and hopefully... Well, hello, we are back continuing on. I'm not sure if this is a new episode or continuing from the previous, but it looks like we need to go talk to Sees All Colors.
You hear the vice cannons rooted out a Dominion camp in those Daedric ruins?
Yeah, they have.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I see the messenger found you, comrade. We've discovered much since our adventure in Mizenelt. The events of the past continue to stalk us.
What do you mean?
The visions, my friend. The Aelids fled from the forces of Molag Bal and hid away the remains of a powerful relic. Merrick has taken the crystal and the tome to an ancient forge. There, he's begun the work of crafting the weapon anew.
So we're going to go join him?
In time, comrade. First, you and I must travel afield, to the ruined city Abagarlis. It was there the Aelids went, to stop the Mortum Vivicus. Together we will understand the threat to the present in the events of the past.
Alright, I'm ready to go if you are.
Comrade, you were the first person I thought of when it came time to explore a musty ruin. That is meant as a compliment.
And you mentioned an ancient forge?
We call it the Earth Forge. Merrick found it on a contract a few years ago. The maintenance constructs have long since shut down. The ruin contains the most unique blacksmithing setup. Even the basest of metals sing in its embrace.
You mentioned enemies? What do you mean?
In Mizenelt, we saw visions of ancient soldiers, survivors of a strategic attack on a city of darkness. Abagarlis is that city, an ancient stronghold of Molag Bal. I expect we will learn much from those old stones.
Okay.
Welcome to the ruins of Abagarlis, comrade. Ancient home to a foul den of necromancers and Molag Bal worshippers.
What's the plan?
We are here to relive the past. In Mizenelt, we saw a squad of soldiers on the run for their lives. Here, at Abagarlis, that same group was calm and in control. Together we can see what they saw, and discover what they knew about the Mortum Vivicus.
And how can we do that?
After Mizenelt, I researched a way to take control of the visions we saw. Osterond was the ancient soldier charged with bearing the prismatic weapon into battle. It is through his eyes you will see. And, in turn, I will see through your eyes.
And what do you hope to learn here, Colors?
The ancients stood against the Vivicus and survived. Now, Molag Bal makes ready to unleash the same relic against Tamriel again. It is my hope the courage of the long dead will save the living of today.
Then we better get started.
Hold still just a moment, comrade.
It's up to you, Osterland. You bear the prismatic weapon, and the hopes of everyone in Lenath and Kurano will hold the door from this side. Velasha and I from the other. May the sunburst guide your sword arm, my friend.
Okay. I'm sure this is a very manly guy, but he's standing very much like me. Okay. Well, we went back in time and inhabiting someone else's body. We're hearing imps. Pretty sure those are imps. You better be watching over my body, C's.
My son, you must ensure I am not disturbed. Maintaining the final phase of the Mortum Vivicus requires all of my concentration.
Mora's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
Now, I have played through this before on my previous character, but it has been a solid chunk of time, so I don't particularly remember everything. Probably enough to get me in trouble. Oh, my dude. You had a bad day.
By the mace of the master! You cannot stop the Mortum Vivicus. Oh no! Master, please! Spare me!
Well, that was unfortunate. Okay, let's check, see what's up here. I know that there is 2 skeleton guards. and holy temple. The king is furious. Construction of our magnificent temple was completed several months ago. At the time, we dispatched an emissary to the city of Diladil. The invitation to view our seat of power was extended with an open hand, a chance for the heretics to make a pilgrimage and at last bow to the master. Today, the response arrived from the so-called king of Diladil, condescendingly dismissing our invitation. He called our temple pitiful and mocked our craftsmen and our master. This cannot be borne. Father has entered the heart of the temple, and even from here I can hear his rage as he shouts to the master for aid to wipe his humiliation away. Father is furious, but I am filled with joy. This affront must end in war. The insult must end in death. So much death. Journal of Bernamont the Great, and so begins the adventures of Bernamont the Great. As a soon-to-be renowned explorer, this tome will officially begin my body of work, scholarship that I am certain will be studied for centuries to come. Beginning at this tome, I will uncover the secrets of long-forgotten cities. I will discover the ancient mysteries that have lain undisturbed by mortals for long years. In short, I will go where others fear to tread, and find things that others are unworthy to find. My journey begins here in the ancient city of Abergarlis. Lost to time. I discovered this ruined city after extensive research in my father's library. I alone have the courage to explore this dark city. I will begin by descending this dark stairway before me. Although the way is dimly lit and the dust fills the air, I am confident the ancient Iliad architecture is sound. Onward to greatness. Yeah, no, I don't know if
that was Prince Malian, scion of evil King Anumeril. He must have been left behind to defend the Vivicus.
I was completely blind to the archer. I did not.
Going to need a moment. I'm not a young man.
Alright, real quick. Let's park back here. Alright, I guess we're gonna pop in here real quick and take a look. I know it's a dead end, but...
A shrine to the Prince of Lies. My stomach turns just to see it. Let's move on.
Look at the way he's holding the little warrior up there. Alright, alright.
By the light, that must be the Mortoon Vivicus.
No!
Perhaps
My sacred charge! Your life for the master! Strike now! My death means nothing. The master will still destroy. Wait! What? No, my lord! I served you faithfully!
By the Master's Mace, a sermon in one part. We march. By the Master's Mace, we march on the hated city of Diladil. Under the command of the mighty King Numeral, our assault cannot fail. By the power of the Master, we will capture the light-worshipping thralls of that pitiful city. We will return them to the dark chamber at the heart of Abergarlis, a temple far superior to the pathetic Meriden altar of Diladil heretics. I feel like all of these words are just made to trip me up. We will liberate their worthless souls, feeding them to the mortum vivicus. We shall grant them at long last a purpose in this world. So the Master, the Lord of Lies, commands, so shall it be. Village. Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Whoa. You accomplished nothing. I removed the Vivicus to Cold Harbor. This doom will come again to Camriel.
Comrade, over here! This is terrible, my friend. Osterond was on the verge of destroying the Vivicus, and... nothing.
What do you mean?
The rapids have grown swift, and we did not even notice. Let me explain. Do you remember the notes you took from Dosha's lair? The ones that spoke of the Vivicus?
Yes, why?
I had assumed that this relic she spoke of was a legend. Even when I heard the words of Osterond, Indera, and their companions, I thought this was a threat from a time long forgotten. But, comrade, we just saw it. The Vivicus was never destroyed.
What does this mean?
You saved Merrick from a worm-cult plot to harvest souls, remember? Those souls are fuel for the Vivicus. The intact Mortum Vivicus that Molag Bal has kept hidden all this time, safely tucked away in Cold Harbor.
What do we do?
You must go to the Forge. Help Merrick Adeswalo restore the prismatic weapon to its full potential. I will do what I can to find where he has hidden the Vivicus. Comrade, I put my faith in you. You must tell the others. Warn them. Can I count on you?
Yes, you can count on me.
I would entrust this task to no one else, comrade. You go with the weight of the guild on your shoulders.
The Orb of Light was the Mortum Vivicus?
Just so, my friend. I believe it to be some kind of relic. A massive spell capable of holding and harnessing the souls of thousands upon thousands of dead. If it had been released, if it is released, the world as we know it will end.
Whose memories did I relive?
You saw through the eyes of Osterond, one of the valiant ancients that fought and died in Mazenalt to safeguard our future. According to what we saw, it was he who slew Queen Palolel and stopped the use of the Mortum Vivicus.
There we go. Thank you. Hey, Merrick.
How was your research trip with the Guildmaster, comrade?
Eventful. I have much to tell you.
Truly. What happened? Were the ruins infested with undead? Stendarr's wrath would have served you in good stead.
Colors and I saw into the past. We saw one of the Iliads try to destroy the Mortum Vivicus.
Comrade, did you say try? The Vivicus is not some long-destroyed legend.
Molag Bal withdrew the Vivicus to Cold Harbor before it could be destroyed.
Then, when Dosha took me prisoner, she was to harvest my soul for this abomination? By all the eight! We should be moving. Aleph will await us here. Keep watch for any unfriendly faces. Come, follow me, and try to keep up.
Okay.
I helped to find this place years ago, Stendarr's will. Comrade, this news is disquieting. I'm glad you're here with us. I've made preparations to work the prismatic crystal, to reforge the weapon from the time of the ancients. In truth, I thought this weapon would just be a powerful symbol. It seems we have great need of this important relic.
That is crazy.
Welcome to the Earth Forge. Quite a sight, is it not? Comrade, we must restore this weapon of old. Make ready for any new plots by the Prince of Lies. I feel the strength of Stendarr flowing through my arms. Are you prepared?
Yeah, I'm ready. What do we do?
I shall work the anvil. Form the core. You will keep the fire at the proper temperature. Many and many times must the fire be stoked to keep an even flame and flow.
How do I maintain the fire?
Use the bellows here to stoke the flame just a bit. Use the valve to my other side to stoke it yet more. And for a truly fearsome blaze, pour fire salts on the coals.
What if I get the fire too hot?
The lever just next to the valve releases pressure from the forge. But do not worry. I'm certain you'll do fine. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This equipment is very old and very delicate. Stendarr willing, we must try to get it right the first time. Here are the fire salts. Let's begin.
Okay.
Build me a small fire first, and I shall tell you when you are close. Let the fire loose now. Give it all you can. Ease up now. The fire is very close. Stendarr's wrath, that fire is hot. Just a moment, comrade. I'll prepare the core.
How are we not just bursting in flames?
Now I'll need a larger fire, comrade. Double the heat of the last one. Keep it coming. The heat's rising, but we're not there yet. More heat. Make it hotter. You're on the right track, but we need more. Much more. Give us some more, but not too much. We are not quite there yet. That's done it. Just a moment and I'll work on the core. Now we need an even hotter fire. The largest yet. Twice the size of the last one. Give it more. Get the flames large enough to... Don't be shy now. This fire... Give it all you've got. I need all... More. Make this fire... Put the spurs to it. Give it all you've got. Not quite there yet, comrade. We've got to let the fire loose now. Give it all you can. Ease up now. The fire is very... It is too hot, comrade. Cool it down with the lever. Release the pressure. Pull that lever. Bring the fire down to the right temperature. That's the fire I'm looking for. Stand back. I shall prepare the core. We've done it. Very well done, comrade. Excellent work, oh my comrade. Together there is nothing we cannot do.
So it's done? We've forged the core?
We are well on our way, I can feel it. We'll have to tinker with it to see what... Stendarr's grace, what's that noise?
Fools! Do you truly think you could hide that trinket from the god of schemes?
These skeletons were a bit badass. Did you see that?
The people of Abagala serve me even in death. My devoted, kill them. Kill them and bring me the crystal. That blasphemy must not be allowed to be reforged. Bring that crystal to Cold Harbor.
For the Lord of Brutality.
Laceration, wounded.
Remember this day, mewing wretches. My followers serve me, even in death.
Stendarr shield us. The Earthforge overrun with undead.
Merrick, he knows we have the crystal.
That was Molag Bal himself. Did you hear his voice? Made my blood run cold. That such an evil thing could be right here, in our midst.
How do you think they found us?
I do not know. Perhaps he somehow can track the core itself. If the Prince of Lies is planning to use the Vivicus once again, the prismatic weapon is a threat to his plots.
Is the core finished?
No, not just yet. We came so close. Don't worry, though. I can complete the final steps on my own. This weapon will yet see the light of day, mark my words. The Mortum Vivicus will yet be destroyed.
Does this mean the forge is in danger?
You have the right of it. I'll speak with the Provost Generals and post some guards. If undead can come boiling up out of the mountain at any time, there's no telling what might happen here.
Let's get out of here.
Yes, we should be going. We must find Seize All Colors and inform her what has happened here. Lead on, comrade.
Okay. I'm leading or are you leading?
By Stendarr! Are you all right, Aleph?
What happened in there? How do these worms find the forge?
We were finishing up when they appeared. They were after the crystal and tome. How did they know? How did they know about this place?
Aleph does not know. Merrick, this whole thing is madness. She has us hunting Daedra, and now they come calling on our doorstep.
Aleph, behind you!
Aleph, Merrick, I do not rest easily.
Dark Moons! Guildmaster Iceblade, what's happening?
I was murdered, comrades. Seek my killer. Let me find peace.
Yasmir, wait! Who killed you?
Interesting. Very interesting. Aleph has her suspicions.
This is unbelievable. Stendarr's horn. We all thought the Guildmaster died in his sleep.
Let's report in to see all colors.
I'm sorry, comrade. I knew Yofnir a long time. You're right. We need to report in. So much has happened.
Lead on, my friend.
I think I'll let Aleph lead the way this time. Come.
Okay. I looked behind me. I didn't see. Oh, okay. There she is.
Were you successful? Have you forged the weapon? We have more need of it now than ever, my friend, as you well saw.
We began to forge the weapon, but much has happened.
What has happened, comrade? I do not like the look on your face, or the scowl Merrick bears.
The Earthforge was attacked by the dead. Molag Bal taunted us during the assault.
The god of schemes himself has taken notice of our quest. We're all in murky water now, comrade, and the current grows swift.
There's more. After the attack, Jofnir appeared to us and told us he had been murdered.
What? Jofnir? Murdered? This is dire news, comrade. The Council must be told straight away. There will have to be an investigation. Thank you for standing beside us on this of all dark days.
Not a problem. What now, Guildmaster?
Merrick, Aleph, and I will confer with the Council of Provost Generals. We'll want to talk about the attack and this revelation about Guildmaster Iceblade. We'll contact you again when there's more to discuss. Until then, comrade.
Okay.
The Guild requests your help.
Oh.
Comrade, a message for you. The Guild has need of your unique talents.
What is it?
Merrick Atazwala sent word. He asks you to join him as soon as you can. An investigation has begun in the matter of Guildmaster Iceblade's death.
Thank you. Where can I find him?
He's called a gathering of the Council of Province Generals at Fort Amul. You should find him at the hall there.
You seem nervous. Did he say anything else?
No. Just lots of rumors about the Council investigation. The Old Guard thinks Caesar Colors would have had a lot to gain from Jofnir's death. And from what I've heard, she's not at the meeting.
Oh. But that would be too obvious, right? For it to be Caesar Colors. Shadowscale's journal, entry 441. 3 Dark Elves killed in Stormhold, and rumors call it our work. Preposterous. The Night Mother gifted none of them with her call. I'll return to the Enclave when I discover who's behind this. Entry 442 just watched Roni Ambar enter her home. This isn't right. Her body remains at the mortuary. Going to see what this creature wants and why it wears a Roni Ambar's face. That was from a whole different thing. Eyes for the Queen only. Eyes in Stormhold report killings in the Holdfast. Failure by local government to resolve these murders has led to a lack of confidence in Vice Canyon, Rondar, and the Garrets beneath him. That's the whole story that we worked through when we were here before, so I must have just forgot to read those letters. It wants me to go somewhere else. Not sure where, but sure. Oh, I see.
Did you really meet Isgramor himself?
That's fun to take care of real quick.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Thanks, Xander. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're continuing on. We're going to go talk to Merrick by proving the deed.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again.
What's going on? Who are these people?
This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experiences with the ghost of Yofnir and the attack on the Earthforge.
What have they decided?
The Council feels that we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes and ears, with Aleph assisting you. She's gone to get some air outside. She can explain in more detail.
I'll go find her then.
If anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aleph. She went for a walk to get some air. I think you'll find her near the docks. Stendarr, guard your steps, my friend.
Can you tell me more about the province generals?
I'm sure you've seen some of the council as you've traveled across Tamriel. Each represents a former province of the Empire, managing business there for the Guildmaster. Stendarr give us strength.
What's wrong?
Just amazing to think of this as the full council. Skyrim, High Rock, elsewhere, Valenwood, and Cyrodiil. Hardly the whole of the Empire. We've lost a number of generals over the last few years, and a few even quit after Yofnir died.
Let's see. Where is Seize All Colors?
I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't willing to do the same. She disappeared from quarters after the attack on the Forge. They've actually ordered the rank and file to search for her.
Do you think she's behind this?
No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aleph has already made up her mind as well. Not only does she think Colors ordered the attack, Aleph's convinced she murdered Yofnir. Damn it.
What happened after the last time we spoke?
I finished what I could on the weapon, and we repaired the damage from the Daedric attack on the Earthforge. The core remains unfinished, though, while we deal with these plots.
And Yofnir?
Aleph reached out to members of the Mages Guild. They tried to summon his spirit, talk to him. They failed. Aleph says something is preventing him from talking to us. I don't know much of such things, but I'm sure she has the right of it.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't think it would be Seize All Colors because that's just too obvious of the answer. But who knows? Could be. Back against the bridge over here.
You have spoken to Merrick then, seen the council. It is about time we acted.
It's good to see you too, Aleph.
This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... We have been tasked with investigating Yofnir's death, yes? We should begin.
What do you want me to do?
Yofnir kept a room nearby. Aleph gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until we arrived. I shall keep watch here. Enter Yofnir's quarters and search for... something. Anything to suggest a road to travel.
I'll let you know what I find.
Aleph knew she could trust you.
Why aren't you with the council and Merrick?
Too many voices. All of the very important used to being heard. They want this mystery solved, and they want it solved now. They are used to combat, direct action. All this thinking hurts their heads.
But not you?
Aleph would have hoped you'd notice by now. This one loves to fight, loves the thrill of combat. But a thorny puzzle, a tricky lock, a track to follow in the woods, just as much fun as a blade in a brawl.
How did Yofnir die?
We found him in his quarters, the endless sleep. It was very sudden, but at the time we thought nothing of it. Yafnir was getting old. Sooner or later, one of the faster blades would have made him sit down.
No signs of combat?
None. And slow though he was, he never would have gone to... what was it? Yes, Sovngarde. He never would have gone to Sovngarde without a fight.
Okay. Oh, it's like right there, but... oh, it's around the corner. I don't feel like walking all the way over there to get to it.
Another chance at perfection.
But I do need to do it for the golden... alright, how close?
How invigorating! And tranquility.
You spoke a little too soon, sir. Just all the way over there.
The ends and the means are one, and you are both. Dog's filth. You anger a powerful enemy.
The Golden Pursuits is not as heavily PvP this month, but I was struggling to do it. But I was also just struggling to play in general, just because I have so many other games that I am trying to play at the same time and greatly enjoying, and just not having the ability to give each one as much time as I can. So sorry, Golden Pursuits. Alright. Looking around, snoopins. The gear resembles the one from Nuzzlenet. Shows signs of having been recently cleaned. You can make out inscriptions around the central wheel, but you don't recognize the language.
Now we just need to brew up some tea.
I've done all I can for now. I salvaged what I could of the situation. Took a few relics as trophies. I should be back in the light soon enough. Should be back out in the light soon enough. I could put these lessons to good use, and the next time I visit Ragnar. Ragdar. The Dwemer constructs will set watch, keep the place safe. I don't want any visitors. The next time we meet, I'm going to end this. I can't let this go on any longer. I'll stop in Windhelm, see if I can get a few supplies for the next trip. Maybe some mead. It's been too long since I had a decent brew. This backpack is filled with dwarven artifacts, gears, struts, and other unrecognizable parts. You catch a glimpse of soul gem fragments at the bottom of the pack. The soul gem is dark and empty. It still carries smears of encrusted dust, hinting at its age.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
What have you found?
Jafnir visited a place called Ragthar and spoke of meeting someone.
Interesting, interesting. Ragenthar is a dwarven ruin. Why would he? We must travel there, comrade. See if we can uncover more.
There is a soul gem and gem fragments in his quarters.
Now Aleph is truly surprised. The guildmaster had the magical prowess of a particularly slow horse. What was he doing at that ruin?
There is a number of Dwemer relics in his quarters.
Relics? Jafnir was no scribe. He was like most Nords this one has met. A Warhammer diplomat. The guild lost some contracts because of it, but the rank and file loved him.
Oh, she wasn't a huge fan of Jafnir, was she? Perhaps we should go to Windhelm as well. His journal mentioned he stopped there.
Good thought. Perhaps some in the guild hall saw him there. This one suggests you question our comrades in Windhelm. Aleph will meet you nearby. She has some preparations to make.
Where should I meet you?
There is a bridge just outside the Windhelm gates. Meet Aleph there, and we will journey to Ragnar together.
As you say. Oop, I see it from here. Oh no. I should have one. There it is. Should clear up in a second here while we just swim around. I didn't realize the guard could see me.
You! I know I'm irresistible. I hear that all the time. Let's keep this professional and settle your account.
I have powerful friends? No.
You ruined such a nice time!
What did I do? Hold on. No. Huh. Did I wait long enough that it didn't count? I'm very confused. I was gonna flee.
Good find, cohort.
By chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide.
What are you doing out here, you weirdo?
Help me, please!
But you summoned them.
I need help. Thank you.
You're an idiot.